Hi everyone! Это английский без Верещагиной. Сегодня мы будем готовиться к ЕГЭ, в частности, к заданию номер 10, чтение. Это первое задание, которое есть в секции чтения, где у вас будет 3 задания. Первое задание — это так называемый matching. You need to match the text with one of the headlines. И один заголовок лишний. Когда вы делаете задание на чтение, у вас должна быть определенная стратегия для каждого из 3 заданий. Здесь я вам расскажу о своей стратегии и покажу, как я делаю это задание. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to look through the headlines. Don't worry about them, just get a general gist of what's happening here. Then take each paragraph, read it, and ask yourself, what is the general idea? The general idea is going to transform in the headline that you're going to choose. Now, what are the specifics? The specifics are going to be the traps. Okay? This task has traps. I would say a lot of traps, but the most important thing to bear in mind is that the headline is a reflection of a general idea. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into it, and we've got the first bit here. We're gonna read it. You're gonna read it. And you will see that there is a word visible in it. There is a word visible in one of the headlines. It's the headline G. That's a trap, okay? Now, if it were some kind of common noun, I might say, you're gonna see an example of that later, where the same word doesn't mean a trap. But here you've got an adjective, and it's an adjective visible. And it's very important to avoid this trap, to focus and not to let your first instinct decide which headline to choose. Okay, so you're gonna read on and you're gonna look for a general idea. Here I've highlighted the phrase "it's not true," which means myth. And if you read the whole thing, you'll see that what this text is about is a discredited myth, the myth being that the Great Wall of China is the only object that you can see from space. So as you watch, feel free to pause and read the whole thing actually. Here I have highlighted a radio signal, which means a call, and great danger, which would kind of transform into distress call. So this one's a scotch tricky because you've got a superstition, obviously, but you might need to take a second look to see that there is an origin of this superstition. Apparently, what they mean by that is a story that happened in the 18th century. Quite arguable, but the key word is superstition, I guess. This next bit is pretty straightforward. Women generally live about 6 years longer than men. Evidence suggests that boys are the weaker sex, which means that more die, men smoke more, thus more die, have more dangerous occupations. So it's very obviously talking about significant difference between men and women. Okay, here we have rats that can help look for earthquake survivors, which makes them rescuers. The only trouble with this text that I have is the fact that they are called future rescuers. Nowhere in the text do we have any reference to future. We do have a lot of modal verbs like can and may, so that might be it. This text talks about 2 creatures. It talks about dinosaurs and it talks about cockroaches. Now, cockroaches are creatures, and definitely they are the oldest ones, and the text references that by saying, but cockroaches are 350 million years old. Okay, this is the final bit, and you can see 2 things here. first of all, you can see a phrase that base jumping, which I have no idea what base jumping is, but it is referred to as something that is more dangerous than skydiving. So it's pretty dangerous, so risky sport is what we're looking for. However, remember I said in the beginning that if there's a word, there's the same word, you know, it's a trap. So we have sports and we have risk in the text, and we have risky sport as an answer. Is that a trap? Well, obviously it isn't, but something that you might make yourself aware of. Okay, to sum up. В этой части вам нужно взять отрывок и подобрать к нему самый что ни на есть общий заголовок. Никогда не зацикливайтесь на деталях, никогда не ищите одинаковых слов. Все всегда будет в синонимах. Даже в последней части у нас там было risky sport, extreme sports. Да? Где-то что-то должно быть изменено. Как и в любом задании, не зацикливайтесь, если вы не можете что-то сделать, вернитесь к этому потом. Помните, что за ошибку вас никто не оштрафует, поэтому не можете сделать самый свой educated guess. Избегайте ловушек, думайте о самой общей идее, и у вас все получится. Окей, с вами был английский без Верещагиной, and I'll see you next time for reading task 2. Good luck and good night.